Algebra 2, 6.10, Word Problem Strategies, Tables, and Patterns. This is the last video for Chapter 6. There were 19 before this. If you'd like to see them, there's a link in this video's description so you can watch them quickly. The strategies make a table and look for a pattern can be used anytime a problem involves a sequence of numbers that are related to each other by some kind of pattern, a numerical relationship. When data given is organized into a table, number patterns are easier to recognize. A cafe has tables that seat 4 people. So we can make a table and put the number of tables and the number of people seated. 1 table is 4 people, 2 tables is 8 people, 3 tables is 12 people, and so on. And for each table added, we seat 4 more people, and our pattern is a +4. See? So take a look at this. How many steps would there be if 55 cubes were used? So we have 1 step, there's 1 cube. 2 steps, there's 3 cubes. 3 steps, there's 6 cubes. 4 steps, there's 10 cubes. And we can make a table showing the number of steps and the number of cubes used. There's 1 step, there's 1 cube. 2 steps, there's 3. 3 steps, there's 6. 4 steps, there's 10. Would we be able to figure out what 5 and 6 are for the steps? Well, yeah, because there's a pattern going on here. Our pattern is increasing by addition. This is 1 step, so it's 1 cube. And if we add 1 plus 2, we're going to get 3. And if we add 1 plus 2 plus 3, we're going to get 6. And if we add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, we're going to get 10. We could also go diagonally. We would say 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. So 10 plus 5 would be, that would be 15, and 15 plus 6 would be 21. And we could keep going. 21 plus, the next number would be 7. 21 and 27 is 28. We could just continue our pattern, couldn't we? And we can use this pattern to extend our table to 55 blocks, 55 cubes to solve the problem, because it wants to know how many steps would there be if 55 cubes were used. We've got our number of steps and the cubes that we added to get those steps. We could go all the way down to 10. See? Here's our 28 that we figured by adding the 7. If we add an 8 to that, we'd have 36. If we add a 9 to that, we'd have a 45. And if we add a 10 to that, we'd get 55. See? We just keep adding the next number because it was going up by 1. And we added that next number. See? We could do 11, couldn't we? 55 plus 11 would be 66. That would be 11 steps. And take a look at this. So this is what we added together for 5 steps. That's the number of cubes for 5 steps. And it's going to equal 15. We can spin it around and add it going the other direction, and it'll still equal 15, won't it? By adding it in reverse, we can add them by column. 1 and 5 is 6, 2 and 4 is 6, 3 and 3 is 6, 4 and 2 is 6, 5 and 1 is 6. If we take these 5 6s here and we multiply them by 6, 5 times 6, we're going to get 30. That's what the 15 and 15 equals, doesn't it? That 5 times 6 represents twice the number of cubes for 5 steps. We just took the 5 steps and did 5 plus 1 to get the 6. So 5 times 6 over 2 cubes are used for 5 steps. We can use this to find larger amounts of steps. We can use n steps would be n times n plus 1, just like 5 was 5 times 5 plus 1. See that? And we divide it by 2. So for 12 cubes, how many cubes would we use for 12 steps, I mean? So we would put the 12 here times 12 plus 1 to follow our formula here, and we'd get 144 plus 12. We could even say 12 times 13 divided by 2, couldn't we? We get 156 divided by 2, or 78 cubes. We can use this for 20 steps or 35 steps. We just use this and plug our numbers in, okay? Take a look at this one. There's 3 small triangles in the base of this big triangle, and there's a total of 9 small triangles in the whole thing. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 small triangles. So how many small triangles would it contain if 15 triangles were in the base? Well, there's 3 along the base and a total of 9, so we could say 3 squared equals 9. So if there were 15 along the base, we could do 15 squared. That would be 225 small triangles. See? You can use a pattern to help us solve it. Okay? Now, this was the last video for Chapter 6, and unless I add some more for word problems or something, but we're going to move on to Chapter 7, and we're going to talk about square roots, principal square roots, and radicands. I'm going to add this video to the Algebra 2 playlist so you can study, and there's Algebra 1 videos that talk about using tables and patterns in 5.12 and 7.7. And I'm going to add any of the current videos from Chapter 6 to this description so you could just click on them, all right? All at your fingertips to make your life easier, okay? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. I really believe you can do this. I think you're smart enough. Okay, I'll see you next video. Keep trying. Bye.